Hey yo, hello, hello, hi, hi. I miss you guys. I'm sorry I've taken a couple of days, and I'll probably take a couple more, I'm not gonna lie. But I figured it would be nice to have a little karaoke and hang out, and also I get to trauma dump some feelings. Because the day after my grandma died, my parents left the country, so it's just me. And all of my friends have cool things that they're doing this weekend, so I haven't told anybody, except you guys. Because I don't wanna bother them on their fun weekend, so I'll take them. I'll tell them on Monday. So, haha, it is what it is. Giggles and objects and yeah, you know, it is what it is for family stuff. No, they had a vacation planned already, and originally the plan was going to be, so they're on a month-long vacation, and I was then going to go hang out with my grandma 3 times a week, is what I had originally planned, so I had it all penciled off and stuff, which obviously is not happening. And my dad, of course, made a joke about my grandma always having fantastic timing, so she waited until, she made sure to die before they went on vacation so he could do all of the paperwork and stuff, and made sure to die on a day where I wasn't at work, so it didn't distract me too much, I suppose. Which honestly is very much like grandma. But apparently, her last words before she went to bed, to her nurse was that she is going back to Nova Scotia. And for those of you who are not Raccoonadian, that's the East Coast, the very eastmost part of Raccoonadia, essentially, like where all the islandy bits are. Because that is where she and her siblings are from, and she was the youngest sibling. And the nurse was like, "Can I come with you?" And my grandma was like, "No, no, no, dear. This is. It's not time for you to go to Nova Scotia." So, I figured that she just, you know, she meant that she was going to be passing away, and that she was going home, I guess. So it is what it is, and it sucks for me and people left behind, but she is in a much better place, and now, you know, she doesn't have to deal with dementia or freaking out, because apparently she also was having some issues, given that she at some point in her life, she had been institutionalized, and so at the very end of her life, being in the home was reminding her of that, which very unfun. I'd be concerned if the nurse could go with her. Yeah, right. So, but she was a fantastic woman. I've pulled out a couple of quilts that she made me early in my life. Every time there was a big life moment, she would always make handmade quilts and stuff, and she gave an extra one to both B and my brother, in the quote-unquote off chance we ever buck up and actually have children. Which is not happening, so I've just got 2 quilts now. But yeah, I guess I picked a bunch of songs for karaoke, like a good handful. It's probably gonna be a shorter karaoke than usual. And a lot of them come with memories. A couple of them are her favorite songs. Some of them are other things, but I'll I guess give little like notes here and there about stuff. Oh yeah, also, I did get my big anxiety hoodie, and it came really quickly, so I wanted to say thank you guys for that, because it has actually been, I have been wearing it curled into a ball. So, that's nice. Hey, I went on an 8K walk yesterday, because I can't sob in public. So, I guess it's kind of been healthy. You know, So, you know, I've been making the most of it, as it were. I am one of those people who very obviously kind of jokes about things that make me sad. Hence Dead Grandma Karaoke. But it's also nice to know that I've just got people who are wishing me well and waiting for me to come back. So, Strudel, thank you so much for the Akasup. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Anywho, let me get started on this. I am going to like preface. There's one song in particular that is like near the end, even though in the way that I structured this, it should be near the front. Just because every time I've practiced, which, you know, it's only been like 2 times or whatever, but I've started fucking bawling both times, so it's at the end. Because my goal is not to just cry the entire time. That would be fantastic. So, yeah, we're gonna start with some nice easy things, you know? With some nice easy things. Like, you know, a very common lullaby that probably a lot of people, if you are from an English-speaking country, have had parents or grandparents sing. Maybe. A lot of my family, like my mom and my brother, are both musical as well. But my grandma was the only one that did any singing in my family, so there was a lot of times where we would sing together. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much feel like that's one of the well-known songs. It is, I feel like, a very, very common lullaby that a lot of parents and grandparents tend to sing, if they are at all sort of singers, to their kids when they're young. And it's also one of the very first songs that I ever sang with my grandma, because we would sing it to my little brother. Yeah. The next one I've sung many times, and I think I've mentioned many times that it's one of my grandma's favorite songs. Because she would also sing this quite often when I was a kid. Yeah. And really, it's kind of the only song that I knew ahead of time that was something that she really loved. I think the only song that I knew of hers that wasn't like a choir song, although there will be a good number of Christian songs, apologies. Moon river wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon river and two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon river and me. Although me and my grandma sing this song very differently, because she is a very high, or was a very high soprano. So almost any time we would sing something together, I would end up singing it about an octave lower. The next two songs are, I don't know if I've ever I think I might have mentioned this vocal artist before, but this was the very first concert that I ever went to. And my grandma took me. And this was back when I was not allowed to listen to secular music. I was not allowed to listen to secular music. And so everything that I listened to was like Christian rocks or hymns or things like that. Which at the time I very much thought was normal. But there was one particular singer called Jackie Velasquez that I really, really enjoyed. And I had multiple CDs of hers, and my grandma is the one that took me down to watch a concert for the first time, which was in a like a big hall sort of building. It wasn't really like a stadium or anything, but it was like a big hall type of building. And so I've got 2 songs on here that were 2 of my very favorite songs from her albums that I always sort of had on and would dance around to with my grandma when I was little. So I feel like no one is going to know these ones, and I will not be surprised because they are not common unless you also grew up with Christian music specifically. Oh, wait, what are the fucking lyrics for this one? That's a good question. Come on, Mika, we can do this. Ah, the music! You are the one, there's no one else who lifts me up and gives me water from the well, but there's a hole that seems to drain it all away, and once again I'm left in fear and doubt when all my strength is crying out. So here I am again, willing to be opened up and broken like a flower in the rain. Tell me, what have I to do to die and then be raised, to reach beyond the pain, like a flower in the rain. The evil wind, it blows a storm to rock my world. Just when I think I'm safe and warm, I'm led astray far too easily. It's always hard for me to say I'm wrong until I know I can't go on. So here I am again, willing to be opened up and broken like a flower in the rain. Tell me, what have I to do to die and then be raised, to reach beyond the pain, like a flower in the rain. Lord, you have searched me and know when I sleep and when I rise. You're familiar with all my ways. Even the darkness will shine like the day when you look into my heart. Here I am again, willing to be opened up and broken like a flower in the rain. Tell me, what have I to do to die and then be raised, to reach beyond the pain, like a flower in the rain, like a flower in the rain. You know that one. I'm surprised that anyone would know this one in particular. It is old, and as I said, it is very much a worship song, but I like the some of the lyrics still, even if I am not I don't go to church or anything anymore, they ring very true still. You know, I'm still bad at asking for help until it's far too gone. I know that I am very easily led astray. So some of the things are still very true in my life, and kind of, I guess, shows why I liked it so much as a kid. Also, I apologize for my lack of breath support today. I'm more just trying to not, do the thing. Anyway, Sakura knew this one. She might know the next one as well because it is the same singer. This one was a little bit more upbeat, and it came in an English version and a Spanish version, but there was Spanish even in the English version. And I don't know, my brain was like, I'll just fucking smash the two together and do the, do the choruses in Spanish or something. This was one of the first songs that I ever enjoyed that, like, was also not in English. And my grandma told me that I should learn the Spanish parts even though I couldn't speak Spanish, because she thought it would be a fun thing to show my cousins who are from Mexico. So that was kind of fun. That was kind of neat. It was a silly little thing that we could do together. Yeah, did I need to roll any R's? I don't fucking... There's no, like, massive rolled R's in singing, generally speaking, okay? It's fine. There's no, like, arriba. Lord knows I can't do that anyway. It's fine. Now, the real question is, where are the lyrics for this one? There they are. Sometimes I realize when I gaze in the skies, the spinning world is not my home. A place of mystery, a land of destiny, is where I know one day I'll go. I dream of beauty I have never seen. I know the arms of heaven wait for me, and yet I feel His sweetness here and now in this life on earth. I have found un lugar celestial, nuestro cielo pequeñito, sobrenatural, un lugar celestial, justo lo que necesito para ser feliz, un lugar celestial. When all my skies are gray, I simply steal away into my secret hiding place. When hearts are cold as ice, the breath of paradise blows warm and gentle on my face. I know I need my time alone with Him, His healing waters flowing deep within. Don't have to wish upon a distant star, 'cause the light of love fills my heart, un lugar celestial, nuestro cielo cielo pequeñito, sobrenatural, un lugar. Why the fuck did I pause? Celestial, justo lo que necesito para ser feliz, un lugar celestial, nuestro cielo pequeñito, sobrenatural, un lugar celestial, justo lo que necesito para ser feliz, un lugar celestial. Wow. Yeah. Woohoo. More things that no one else probably knows, but I hope that you find them okay, nevertheless. Spanish guitar, my beloved. Yeah, I really like that kind of the sound that has as well. So, yeah. That was, like I said, the very first song that I ever learned that wasn't fully in English. I mean, Latin doesn't count. Hymns are always going to have a bit of Latin or some in them, but I don't count that because it's not like, you know, it's a little different. It's a little different. Not Despacito. That came out way later. Thank you very much. All right. The next one is also a hymn. This one apparently was my grandma's favorite hymn. And I specifically learned that because I asked my dad if he could tell me what grandma's #1 favorite song other than Moon River was. And this is the one that he said it was. Now, do I know this song very well? No. Did I learn how to sing this song yesterday? Yes. So if you happen to know this hymn, apologies. Apologies. But you know what? I'll do my best with it anyway. Although honestly, right now, I'm not sure if I can. Because I have a seemingly zero ability to actually put any strength behind my fucking notes today. So that, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, wait, it fucking started right away. Wee. I was there to hear your morning cry. I'll be there when you are old. I rejoice the day you were baptized to see your life unfold. I was there when you were but a child, with the faith to suit you well. In a blaze of light you wandered off to find where demons dwell. I was there, you heard the wonder of, I'll be there to cheer you on. I can't read. You were raised to praise the living Lord, to whom you now belong. If you find someone to share your time, and you join your hearts as one, I'll be there to make your verses rhyme from dusk till rising sun. In middle ages of your life, not too old, no younger young, I'll be there to guide you through the night, complete what I've begun. When the evening gently closes in, and you shut your weary eyes, I'll be there as I have always been, with just one more surprise. I was there to hear your morning cry. I'll be there Yeah, very old school hymn. But apparently, it was her favorite because it helped her feel like she wasn't alone, no matter what shitty things were going on in life. Because there were many times where my grandma was by herself or homeless or, struggling hardcore. um, and this was apparently something that she would very often hum to herself while she was doing things. So I was surprised that I didn't know that, honestly. I knew some hymns that she really did indeed enjoy. Yeah, but this one I wasn't super familiar with. I'd heard sometimes at church every now and again, but yeah. Yeah, I lost one of my other grandparents earlier as well, but I've said this, but this particular grandmother, my Mima, was essentially a third parent to me. So a lot of the things that I did, I did with her. Watching my first Studio Ghibli movie, one of the songs that is later, because I have yet to get through it without crying, was one of the first secular one of the first secular artists I ever got to listen to. Because she got me the CD secretly. She also would do things like she was kind of the fun family member, as it were. So like when my mom burned my Pokemon cards, she secretly got me more, and shh, I could keep them at her place. So yeah, this is by far been the hardest person that I've lost, by a lot. I learned some new ways to cry, and some things I realize are not as dramatized in movies as I thought that they might be originally. Oh yeah, some of you might not know, but yeah, my mom used to do things like burn my Pokemons and my Pokemon cards and stuff because they were of the devil. When I say I grew up like very conservative Christian, I mean like very, very conservative. My parents are better about that kind of stuff now. But yeah. Did I grow up in a cult? No, I just grew up in a very strict family. Yeah. Blues, thank you for joining the beloved. I appreciate it. Okay, I can't talk too much because if I talk too much, I'm gonna fucking cry, and I can't cry yet because crying means that I'm not gonna be able to sing. So, all right, we keep going. The next one is just like a very common song for like funerals or celebrations of life sort of idea. But it was also a movie that I watched with my grandma originally the first time because, again, of the devil. Although it is a very, it's a common movie that I think most people have watched. Probably everyone's going to know this particular song. So, yeah.
You dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why can't I? Oh, why can't I? Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and that dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
Yeah, I saw that Power Rangers was saying that that was one of his dad's favorite movies as well. Yeah, I feel like that was a common classic that a lot of people really enjoyed. The next song is a common funeral song as well. Although, the reason that it's on this list for me is because it was a song I sang in choir. And it was it was the first time that I'd sung not in like a church setting. And I was really anxious about it because of course I was, because I'm fucking me. And my grandma told me it would be fine. You know, my parents were very much like, you know, you're gonna do good. And my grandma was the one that was more like, even if you don't do good, it's fine. No one's gonna notice. And if they do notice, then it's fine because they're not gonna get cookies after, and you're gonna get cookies after. And then she gave me cookies. So this was one of the songs from that very first choir concert. And that also means that I don't know it super well. Because I saw it and was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm sure I still remember it, so we'll fucking see. Lovely grandmas do be like that, yeah. Multiple posts that I've seen from my family members. So like my aunt and my uncle and things have posted like really nice like eulogies and stuff on Facebook, because of course they did their old with like pictures of my grandma and things, and almost every single one mentioned her chocolate chip cookies. Because she would make giant containers for just about every occasion, and if you were feeling down, she always had a cookie for you. So okay, I need to not fucking cry. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Sinking. So stereotypical, but so nice, yeah. She was very much the very kind old lady, old white grandma stereotype.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory. Well, you were the one with all the strength. beautiful face without a name. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. Want you to know I know the truth, that I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? Everything I wish I could be. And I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings. What the fuck was that noise outside? That was certainly a noise. Anyway, we're gonna fucking not sing that chorus one more time because I'm gonna fucking cry if we do. Anyway. Yeah, that song originally, like I said, I picked it because it was the first from the first choir concert I ever did, but it's also very much true. Because a lot of the things that I really enjoyed in life were things that I got to learn from my grandma. Like singing and sewing and making silly arts and crafts. So this very much is a song that is incredibly true to how she was in my life. Yeah. All right. And on that note, something a little bit silly. Something a little bit silly. I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and I'd had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man grandma and stroll right into town and be just like the other ones, I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, obvi-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see, it's true, a ghosty like me can learn to be human too. Like I said, a lot of the things that I really enjoy in life
showed them to me. And so this was really silly, but a lot of the cartoons that I got to watch were also at her place.
Now don't try to kid me, Grandma. I made a deal with you. And what I desire is your red fire to make my dream come true. Now give me the secret, Grandma, come on. Clue me into what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you.
I figured that would be a silly little one to throw on. That one is from the Jungle Book, if you don't know it. Doing the Charleston right now? Yes, exactly. It has like a sort of beat that a lot of the music, like very uplifting, that my grandma liked. But also, like I said, I did want to be like my grandma. And also, yeah, I got to do a lot of things that I wasn't allowed to usually at her place. And that was a lot of cartoon things. Like I said, my very first Studio Ghibli movies, a lot of things like that, you know, kind of, her place was kind of like an escape for the first bit of my life. Now, my parents did let off and become less strict as I grew up, but I had a lot of things that I could only do at Grandma's for a very long time. But also, she was the only one with cable TV. So Saturday morning cartoons, as I knew them, only happened at Grandma's house. And actually, something that I thought for a really long time was that Saturday morning cartoons could only be watched at a grandmother's house. Because that's what my dad told me. So that I would stop asking to watch them at home. But yeah, so we would very often walk to the VHS, the rental place. We would pick things up, watch things all night. We would sleep in the living room on a pull-out couch, or sometimes with my grandma in her bed. And then when we woke up, we'd have to start the clock again, because she had one of those ding, click, 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 click clocks that you literally have to pull the weights back and forth every day. You would pull the weights to make sure the clock kept going. And so she would stop the clock when we stayed over, because it would ring every hour at night. And she was used to it, so she could sleep through it. But obviously, we were not, and we were sleeping in the living room. So she would always stop it. And one of our first chores when we would wake up at Grandma's house was to reset the clock. So that's just, you know, a silly little... And then we would get to watch cartoons. You love those? I really do too. It wasn't like a big standing grandpa clock. It was on the wall. So it was a hanging clock. But it was really neat, really cool. Yeah, a little vintage piece. All right. We're gonna get right back into a more traditional funeral song. But also a song that she really liked, and that she has sung at multiple of her siblings' funerals. Because like I said, she was the youngest, and she had like fucking 7 siblings. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I should probably sing this an octave down instead of trying to sing it like Grandma. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I Yeah, that was one of those songs that I would have to sing an octave lower because, generally speaking, hymns for some reason are incredibly high and built for sopranos, which, you know, worked wonderfully for my grandma. This song you guys will recognize from the last karaoke I did, and I was saying I just learned it. It's also the song that Tia just put out as her final cover. It also happens to be the song that I last sang for my grandma, which is why that's in here. So it isn't really it's not like a super fitting song for a funeral or anything, but it's very much, I felt like it kind of fit, and like I said, it was the last thing that I got to sing for her when I last visited her, because even when she was confused, she liked singing, so I put it in here. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through, shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it too? Confess I loved you from the start. Da da da, ba da 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 da. What's a girl to do, lying on my bed staring into the blue? Unrequited, terrifying. Love is driving me a bit insane. I have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a wound, but don't you feel it too? Confess I loved you from the start. Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. I know I've loved you from the start. I just got reminded of jelly beans, and now I'm sad. I don't know if I've said this since I've died, but one of the things that my grandma would say when I was very little was that she loved me more than a bathtub full of jelly beans, which is kind of a nonsense phrase. But it's one of the reasons that I actually still really like jelly beans. And for some reason, the confess I loved you from the start kind of just reminded me of that. Maybe I'll go for a walk and get some jelly beans after. Right, 2 more. You can do it, Pico. Don't fucking cry yet. Okay. The next one is the one that I moved down here. That should have been earlier in terms of timeline, because I have yet to sing it without crying, so I apologize if I do start crying in the middle of it. And it might be kind of an odd pick. But, so my two first, secular music artists that I got to listen to were Avril Lavigne and Pink. And I've sung a number of Avril songs before, and I think I've only sung like one Pink song, but Pink was the one that my grandma got me into. Because she saw the CD and she thought it was neat, and she was like, "You would like this. She has colorful hair like your cartoons." And if that doesn't explain to you part of why I am the way I am, being my first two secular artists being fucking Avril Lavigne and Pink, you know, it is what it is. It's not get the party started now. So because of that, when I think of Pink songs, I tend to think of my grandma. And then there is one song that I thought fit as well, because it's kind of a song about loss. And, you know, it is what it is. Oh, you think you might know it, Waffle?
You took my hand, you showed me how, you promised me you'd be around. That's right. I took your words and I believed in everything you said to me. Yeah, that's right. If someone said 3 years from now you'd be long gone, I'd stand up and punch them out, 'cause they're all wrong, 'cause I know better, 'cause you said forever and ever. Who knew? Fuck. Remember when we were such fools and just convinced and just too cool? Oh no, no, no. I wish I could touch you again. I wish I could still call you friend. I'd give anything. When someone said count your blessings now, for they're long gone, I guess I just didn't know how. I was all wrong. They knew better. Still you said forever
Yeah, there's a reason I put this song. I need to fucking, my eyeballs are burning. There's a reason I put this song at the fucking end. Anyway. Thanks so much. Utopia, thank you so much for the soup. I appreciate it. Blech. This song in general just has like a strong place in my heart, but like I said, because my grandma's the one who introduced me to the particular artist, for some reason my brain has decided that this is the song that I'm going to cry every time I hear from now on. And not like, you know, the songs that she actually liked. How it makes sense, who the fuck knows, but that's the one. That's the one. But also, very true, you know? It is one of those things where, yeah, there's a lot of things that I'll cherish until the end of my life. Because she was an incredibly large part of my life. And it's also very true that if anyone were to say that she'd be gone, I would have fucking punched them. Because even when my grandma said every single year at Christmas she would cry, and she would say, or maybe this was the last holiday that she got to spend with the whole family together, I would always like laugh it off. And I think you guys, I've said that to you, that for the last couple of years she's said that every single year. And I always just kind of laughed. Because there wasn't really a reality that I could see that she wasn't going to be there. So that kind of sucks, you know? Sorry, I'm just gonna mute for a second. So I think that's why this song is the one that my brain has decided is going to be the one that is the crying song. The definition of either you laugh or you cry. Yeah, that's kind of how my last couple of days have been, I'm not gonna lie. It's why I've been trying to keep busy. Like I said, I went on an 8-kilometer walk yesterday, and I wanted to do some sort of stream, but I knew that if I just talked, I would probably start crying, so I figured I would move the karaoke up, and I would just, you know, dedicate it to my grandma instead, and then it would probably be okay. Honestly, I kind of thought about, like, streaming with no audio, just so that I was doing something, because I've been trying to keep myself busy. But also thank you guys for those of you who've been sending Maros. There have been a lot of sweet ones. Also, some of you have just taken to sending me a bunch of jokes to make me smile, and I appreciate that a lot. Fuck you to the one person who was very rude. I'm not gonna say what they said because it was like actually very uncool. And I'm sure the person knows what they sent. It was, yeah. Honestly, it was something that like I would joke about in the future, maybe, but like the day of dying was very kind of generally inconsiderate. Yeah, and Maros. Like I said, everyone except one person has been very lovely. I've gotten lots of fun little jokes or little clips that people have sent, or just very nice little things. No, it wasn't even about the dead. Yeah, anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. And I've just tried to keep myself busy. I thought about trying to go for a walk and maybe go to a craft store. I might do that this week and like pick up, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to pick up crocheting again or something. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. But, yeah, I've been doing little things. I've been, like, doing some drawing, playing a lot of Hollow Cure, because that's kind of like you have to focus on something, but you don't have to, like, think, I guess. Watching cute girls, making sure I've got multiple videos running at a time sort of idea. So, yeah, it's great for VTubing. I know that a lot of people do crochet and VTubing, and I've never been good at it. My grandma did try to teach me. But that's one of the skills that I never quite picked up. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Okay, I think I can hold a note again. We're gonna end on a different song that I put here because it's a slightly happier song. Yeah, so it should be good. Yeah, maybe being not good at it, it's a good distraction. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we got one more song, and that'll be the end of the karaoke for today. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I might do a late night stream just because that might help me get my brain off of things and keep busy still. But there probably won't be much of a yap at the beginning of it because if I just let my brain run right now, which is usually what I do when we do yaps, I tend to get very sad. So we might do like a short yap and then get into a game. Get back into, I don't know, like Pokemon or Clonizer, something that I need to think while I play it, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, like one of my bosses told me that I should take the day, like a couple of days off work too, and I was like, no, I need to do, I need to do something, please. I need to get my brain on stuff. So yeah, I've just been, doing the do. I did see Fire Emblem. I did also see the new Borderlands. I was like, oh, do I know life Borderlands until I stop thinking? But no, I'll keep those. Maybe we'll play those. All right.
Covers PH.
Ah, yes. Covers PH. Great. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue Yeah, I wanted to end on a slightly happier note because honestly, my grandma was one of the most fantastic people that I know. And she was always a light in everyone's life around her. And when she had bad times in her life, she would take those as lessons and then make sure she could help people who were going through the same bad times. She would always be making things for others and helping them. She almost never put herself first. Yeah. And she would absolutely want us to live life to the fullest. She was always the one that would try to sneak me a $20 bill or something as I was leaving. Before my parents cared or were okay with me doing cosplay stuff, she would always be the one who would help me make stuff or was excited to know about my trips. And I just wanted to, I don't know, do something for her, because, like I said, high shot, she is not going to have a funeral or a celebration of life until the spring when everyone can get together. So I wanted to do something that I could do now to sort of remember her a little bit myself and maybe remind other people that even if you think you have forever, it's nice to spend time with people you love, because you might not. And I've always said that time for me is the most important thing. Doing things that I enjoy with my time and spending my time only on people that I care about. And she was one of the people who I did really care about. And so I'm glad that I did take time to be with her. Even when it was a bit hard. And so, thank you guys for spending time with me. I really do appreciate it. More than you'll know. And I hope that you guys also are able to spend the time that you have with the people and on the things that you think of as important and that you love in your lives. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think, while I am biased, because that's obviously the thing that I care the most about, it is nice just to be able to, you know, do the thing. Yeah. All right, let me see who's up and about. You know what? Let's go hang out with Chiaki. Obviously, everyone else streaming, anyone else streaming, is going to have a very different vibe to their stream because, you know, I would surely hope that no one else is doing a memorial karaoke. But Chiaki multiple times has raided into us, and I don't often get to raid into her because she tends to start a bit earlier than I do. So yeah, let's go hang out with Chiaki. She is doing something to do with a maid cow. There's ghosts. She's doing a ghost maid cafe. Nice. Love that for us. But let's go over there and give her lots of love and affection and all that good shit. Yeah. Yeah, Pico raid, Ghosty raid, Boobay raid, anything like that as a raid message is perfectly fine. Thank you guys again so much for popping by. Jello Noel with the flock.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Jello Noel has tithed $100 in treasures. Here's for some jelly beans. Take your time. We'll see you when we see you. Take care.
Sorry. Fuck you for mentioning jelly beans. But thank you, I do appreciate it. But yeah, let's go hang out with Jackie. thank you guys so much for letting me take some time off. It'll be a little bit longer, but I promise I'll come back and we'll keep having a good time. Right. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.